What up, yo? It's your boy Nephew, and I'm with FCG.
What's up, guys? And today we are on episode 16 of
Hear Me Out.
Today's episode, we're going to talk about identity. Who you are, and what makes you.
I recently just took some shrooms. I understand that that's not for everybody, so let's just get that out of the way real quick. Mushrooms isn't for everybody, and it's not legalized in a lot of places, bro. It's still one of those drugs that is bad, I guess, right? but in my experience, this is my experience. That's why I want to talk about it, bro, because when I was tripping on shrooms, I had a great time, great experience, no bad trip. Like, it's not what people make it to be, right? It was very spiritual and a very like self-realization moment, I guess, experience. I've actually got asked a couple times in public, like, what makes you you? Like, how did you want to do this life? You get what I'm saying? Like, I first looked at myself and I was like, damn, like, what made me just want to be this guy on YouTube, or like, you know what I mean, do certain things in my life. And I mean, it made me connect with different people who are similar to me. You get what I'm saying? You know, okay, so for example, when I was young, right, a lot of like the influence was from my mom. You get what I'm saying? So it was more of like watching how my mom was raising me, how she was living her life, what she did for her work. You know, she was, bro, my mom was hustling, bro, like every single day. You know, it was drop you off at school, so you better hurry the fuck up, and then I'm going to work. You know what I mean? And you better behave at school because I ain't picking you up. You know what I mean? I got to work. So I understand that, like, that made me kind of the way I am with my work ethic of like, get this shit done by this certain time and like grind the fuck out. You feel me? Middle school, I want to say, middle school, high school, then you start getting influence from like your friends, what you see on the internet. And mind you, like, my generation is very heavily on the internet because that was when it was booming. You know what I mean?
Yep. You were born with it.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, everybody was doing this like 8 to 5 shit, right? Like, go to college, get your shit right. You know what I mean? But growing up, I was seeing these people online. Some of them don't even have high school degrees, and they're making money. They're just recording, living their life. Shit, if fucking my mom wants me to do an 8 to 5 because she's used to that shit, then why can't I just do this shit if these people are doing this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it kind of made me realize, like, shit, my identity is changing a little bit because what I'm hearing from this world versus my mom. You know what I mean? What I'm questioning or what I'm thinking about is like your transformation from the Philippines culture, being in the Philippines, right? And then culture shock coming to America. I know that plays a big, like, fuck, like, who am I now? You know what I mean? Like, do I fit in? How do I fit in? You know what I mean? So, like, what's that process for you when you first, it's like going to a new school, right?
Yes.
So, like, what's that process for you finding your identity in America? Like,
so as I was growing up, I was already groomed that I'm gonna be here. That was the whole plan.
So since you were like middle school, your mom always
that was the whole plan.
We didn't get the fuck out of here.
No, we didn't know how the fuck we were gonna do it, but we were gonna do it. That was the whole.
No, that's what's up.
That was the whole grooming.
You figure it the fuck out on the way.
Yeah. So you're like, you know, so you kind of like have the mindset. All right, I gotta do this shit now here because I need these skills when I move over there. Physical therapy wasn't really my first choice. Physical therapy wasn't my first choice. My first choice was supposed to be biology.
So what made, okay, exactly. So what changed that identity though?
So what changed that identity was my mom. My mom, it was a good suggestion though. It's a perfect suggestion. She suggested that, why don't you take physical therapy? Because it's popping in the States. That's,
hey, she's smart. That's facts.
She knew there was gonna be work.
I have a question real quick. Any of your family were in the United States while you were in the Philippines, or no? This was just all blueprinted in the Philippines while everybody was in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Bro, we didn't know how the fuck we were gonna do it, but we were gonna do it. I don't want to say this, but you know, I love the Philippines with all my heart. If I stayed over there, I wouldn't be this. That's why I'm thankful. If I was there, I'd still be driving a 1979 Mitsubishi Lancer Fuck, best car ever. I still be living in my dad's house. I probably have a wife and like 6 kids.
So did
No, yeah, seriously. Fuck, seriously. Like, so I'm so happy I'm here. So that's why I want you to fucking realize, like, you're fucking lucky because you were born here.
yeah,
Like, you're here.
100%.
Like, the struggle to get here
It's
is
real.
different.
It's real, yeah.
It's different.
My mom doesn't really go into detail of that, but yes.
Nobody really gets
Yeah.
into detail
my
about that.
mom just knows and tells me like, yo, you're lucky. She did the first step. She did the first step for me.
No, dude, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Literal,
Mhm.
literal blood, sweat, and tears.
I mean, I know that money's not really a thing for you. I know it's not like priority, right? It doesn't make you happy. It doesn't make it doesn't make your mood swing. How about that?
No.
It doesn't, right? For a lot of countries, for people who are foreigners, right? They come here because the money's right? For me, I tie that in with identity as well because, so for example, for me, a little bit more into detail of why I chose to make videos and do stuff like that. So I remember in high school when I was in a relationship, I told her like, yo, like the shit I'm doing now is possible. I think I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest, even my family knew, bro. Like I was on the road to college, bro. They knew I was on the road to college, and they knew like, yo, Kyle could just go to college and he's gonna pass and he's done. You know what I mean? He could do it. It's no problem. But then senior year came around, and I was like, you know what? Junior college is the same thing. It's just in a different increment. You get what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go to college for dental assisting. It's a trade school.
Okay.
So you go there for like a year, get your certificate. So what made me want to go to college was more of, okay, my mom, Filipino moms, just finish school, and then you can go do whatever the fuck you want, right?
Yeah.
Just go finish school for me, and then go do whatever the fuck you want. And then I remember, like, when I broke up with my girl, my ideal dream is still in my head. It's still in my head, you know what I mean? I was peer pressured by my relationship and my mom to go to college. Then literally, bro, a month before graduating, all I needed to do was take a stupid test, take the final exam, and hey, you graduated, right? But I quit. And that's when I changed my identity. You know what I mean? Because I was just getting influence from like, hey, I just want to make my mom proud and I want to make my girl proud. But is that me? You know what I'm saying? 11 months going to college for my certificate for dental assisting. I had my job aligned. I already was interning in an office, everything, bro. They were already telling me, yo, you're going to graduate soon? Bro, once you graduate, give me your paper and we're hiring you just like that. You're going to be on our roster. We've already worked with you for 3 months. Bro, run it, right?
Right.
And I took shrooms in that moment of life, and I was sitting in my room. And this was during COVID. Right?
Recent.
Yeah, this was during COVID, yes.
Oh.
During COVID. Literally the beginning, 2020, bro. 2020. That night, I was like, you know what, God? Like, I'm not pushing God on anybody, but this is just what I believe in. You know what I mean? Like, I was just talking to God, like, yo, this is what I want to do with my life, but what I'm doing right now with college is not for me. You know what I mean? And I told him, I was like, you know what COVID did during my school was it made me stop my externship hours or my internship hours. So you had to have a certain amount of hours of practice in an office before you graduate. I had like technically 2 more weeks to finish. And I was like, done. Technically, dude, that's what I've said. A month with that test and my hours in an office done, bro. COVID happened. And my office said, this disease or this virus, whatever the fuck it is, right? It's too high of a risk. We can't have non-employed people on our roster risking the lives of anybody in this office.
Yeah.
Because that was the risk of COVID at that time, right? So they said, you know what? We're gonna put a pause on your hours. You can't work with us until COVID, settles down.
Oh, hell.
And we all knew COVID. How long did it take COVID to settle down? 2 years.
2 to 3
years, right? So once I heard that, so I took shrooms, told God, yo, this is what I want. heard the news that I can't do my externship hours. So I was just working at Domino's at the time. Working at Domino's, going to school. Once they told me the news that I couldn't get my hours done, I was like, what the fuck? And I told myself, I was like, dude, this is a virus, or this is a fucking deadly disease that no one has control of. So what, am I gonna sit here for the government to tell me go carry on with your life, or do I carry on my life without them? You know what I mean? So
what do you do?
I sat there and I looked at myself and I was like, you know what? Nothing to the dental field, nothing wrong with them. But that's not my identity. I was like, you know what? I really just want to make videos for myself. Not to be cool, not to be like the best thing, but just to document my life, just to see how far it goes. You know what I mean? Once I heard that, you know, something external is stopping me from something that everybody told me, like, yo, this is like insured that it's gonna be there for you.
That's what we were talking about. Your environment creates who you are, your experiences and all that.
A big part of it was Gary Vee as well. Not him pressuring me of like, you need to be making YouTube videos and stuff like that, but him really just saying like, give it a shot. You never know. And Gary Vee told me, you know, you're making videos about your life, or you're making any type of videos, someone will enjoy your work. You know what I mean? It's just the way life is. Someone, even if it's one view, even if it's one like, someone enjoys your work. And that's all that matters. Because as long as you're making for what you want and what you like, the world is going to come to it. For example, you're here. You know what I mean? If you weren't interested in what I was making, you wouldn't be here. You would just be like, Nephew's just Nephew, bro. Fuck him.
It's always going to be something that somebody would want.
What up, yo? It's your boy Nephew, and this is GetYours.com. GetYours.com is an online store where you can shop for many different type of products for your needs. To see the most popular purchases that customers buy from GetYours.com, press Products in the Menu tab, or press View All under Grocery and Stores. To purchase a product from the product list, all you have to do is find the product that you like and press Buy Product, and it'll take you to Amazon where you can complete that purchase for that product. You can also shop by categories such as health supplements, electronics, grocery goods, fitness, housewares, patio, lawn, and garden products. When you are shopping through the categories list on GetYours.com, click a category and it will take you to Amazon where they show you the best items for that category. And you can complete your purchase through Amazon. By shopping on GetYours.com, it'll help my team and I and other content creators create content for the world. Thank you so much for your love and support, and don't forget to get yours at GetYours.com.
When I decided to, you know, take on this lifestyle of making videos and stuff, I wasn't even sure the way it was going to plan out. It was going to play the way it did. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I just knew that, you know, what I want to do every single day when I wake up is hold the camera. Whether I record anything, bro, anything. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It's just anything I want to record. Cinematic, talk show, games, gaming, anything, bro. Like, it was more just to express the way I wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't...
It's an expression of who you are.
Yeah.
And what you are. So you're putting what you are on film.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way I look at it too is like some people have told me like they've had interactions where they had like a judgment table. You know what I mean? They sat at a judgment table and when they're unconscious or dead, and they said that, you know, they got to rewatch all of their life. All of it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm recording everything of my life, but I just understood that fact of like, okay, these many people have told me that they've gone away from this physical realm and told me that they sat on a table and watched their whole entire life. And from literally everything, they even said from jacking off and everything, all the worst shit, all the little weird shit.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, fuck. So like, I was just like, you know what? Let's just fucking do that now. Let's just do that now. And there's a blueprint to it. I was looking at, you know, like, there's this guy named Max Tuning. He's a YouTuber. He's a weightlifter. He created his own clothing line and he got sponsors and shit. So he kind of also influenced me of like, you know, he started from nothing, bro, like zero, everything. And
Have you ever talked to Matt Shooting?
No, I would love to talk to Max Tuning.
Have you messaged him or anything?
No, I have not, bro. I have not. Max Tuning, if you're watching, bro, I'd love to talk to you, bro. We would love to have you on. We would love to have you on. He's in Texas, bro, I believe. Texas. So even if we go to Texas, bro, that's an experience for us.
Adventure.
You know what I mean? But, dude, he's
I've never
really...
been to Texas.
Me either, bro. But
Adventure.
he's another guy who showed me that, you know, like, lifestyle outside California, it's not better, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah,
But he influenced me a lot, bro. Like, dude, just record yourself. He's a funny guy, bro. He's different, dog. Like, his humor, his bits, everything, bro. It's just like, it's not what you would think. You know what I mean? For a weightlifter. For a buff dude. You know what I mean? But after watching him, bro, he really just like, fuck, I'm gonna do it my way too. I'm gonna do it my way. And, you know, there's Nick Palladino. He fell off. He didn't fall off, but I don't know what he's been doing. He's into real estate. He's another YouTuber that influenced me. He was doing fitness and wellness and stuff, but he's doing great with real estate. Really great, like crazy good.
Wow.
New Mexico, Arizona, like crazy good. But those people influenced me, bro, and they didn't encourage me physically, but through the internet, they were just like, you can make your life whatever you want it to be. You know, and I believe that's what a lot of immigrants or foreigners, they believe that America is. It's making your dreams come true.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What we see here is they see something else.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't see the same thing.
Yeah. And that's why I'd say, like, my identity is different from yours, even though we're both in California and we're both in the United States, because, bro, like, I'm not saying our country's bad, but when you've seen our economy grow, you've seen all the shit, but when you catch on to what it is,
what's going on,
you're just like,
damn.
Fuck. Like, so, like, you know, it's, the dream is there. The dream is there because you've proven it. You've proven it. FCG has proven that the dream is there. No, for real. Dude, he literally has a white fence. He literally has a white fence. You can't see him, but he has a white fence. He has a white fence. Well, you know that saying, the white picket fence?
Yeah.
He has it. Okay, he did it, and for real. He did it, and that's the thing. Like, us Americans that were born here won't ever really, like, we don't have to work as hard. We don't gotta swim across. I'm not saying you swam, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean. We don't gotta jump borders. We don't gotta cross rivers. We don't. We're here.
Exactly.
You wake up, the spoon's in your mouth.
Yeah,
dude. The government.
So get it.
The government will even. Dude, the government will even take your own identity away. That's how good the government is to some people.
Yeah. Because you depend on them so much that you're just you're limited.
And the government does play a big role in America for your identity. It does.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if you're familiar, but, you know, the media and the government go hand in hand a lot recently. It's been very... The curtain has been revealed that, they're teamwork. You know what I mean? It's not... The news isn't just the news. The news is teamwork with whatever they want here. You know?
They control everything.
Yeah. So it's like... Especially with, like, what was going on for the past couple of years with COVID, you know, they changed all of our identities. How we work. They changed how we work. Everything. All of our identities, how we even interact with each other. There are external factors coming. When I got into... you know, the YouTube industry and the Hollywood shit, like, my attitude and the way I held myself.
Okay. So the expression of you wasn't really you.
Yeah.
You were just trying it out.
No,
it's
not that it was completely not me, but I was trying to add more attachments to the weapon. You know, I came from Menifee. Do you know where Menifee is?
Yeah.
Menifee is like the Inland Empire near Temecula, Paris, Moreno Valley. The southern part. Growing up out there, it's more like farmland. It's more like nothing's out there. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying we're influenced by whatever's going on in LA is like who we want to be, but we're definitely not a city vibe. So we don't have our own swag. We don't have our own, like, hip. You know what I mean? Like, LA is like everybody knows that's culture. Menifee is like, bro, where the fuck is that? People watching this, they don't even know where Menifee is. You know what I mean? But
true.
That's what, like, also made me, like, change, like, fuck, dude, like, when I came to LA and I got the opportunity with all this to keep going,
like this is what I want to
yeah,
be.
and I had to look at the community within it to see how I would fit in. You know what I mean?
Okay, where am I gonna sit in this table?
Yes, exactly. So, you know, you don't have to be like them, but it's like it's like work quota. It's like work quota. You can't act the way you are outside of work in work. You can't pull up to your fucking job acting like FCG at fucking therapy.
Hilarious.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's like a oh shit.
There's this
You know what I mean?
There's this a role that you have to portray.
Yeah. And it's
to
like
be able to finish the task.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, once I got through 2 to 3 years of it, I'm not saying it was bad. It was not even bad, bro. It was amazing, bro. The last 2 to 3 years was amazing. But, you know, when I took myself out of that area for a minute, I reflected a lot. And I'm not saying I ditched all those characteristics that I developed in LA, but I definitely realized the growth of like, fuck, my identity changed again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because this is forming me into this person now. Yeah.
And like, you know, now that I'm in the high desert, you know, I run more. And I'm not saying I didn't work out in LA, because I did work out in LA, but I've noticed that the way I spend my time, the way I think about certain things is not the way I was thinking when I was around the industry. You know, I'm not, like I said, the industry is not bad, but when you are in the industry, you have to know who you are, your boundaries, what your mission is, because you can get lost. I mean, people have seen it many times. You get lost.
Yeah.
You get lost. You know, and I'm not scared to say that I lost myself. I lost my identity. I'm not scared to say that, because it's like, once you do lose yourself, you kind of get all the puzzles back, or you recreate who you are, you know?
That's where you change again.
Yeah. What made you add on to your identity from wanting to just be a physical therapist and then saying, fuck it, cannabis advocate, cannabis grower, cannabis connoisseur, whatever, right? But mind you, your job is not really compliable with this type of stereotype of this drug.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know.
So that's why in my head, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not in a bad way. Your identity. How? Because, like I said, the identity of a typical medical field person is not this. That's why I'm like, my question is now to you is like, how did you flip the switch and keep both of the switches on? You get what I'm saying?
No, it's all about balance.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
But what made you add on that ability? Like, oh, I'm a physical therapist, but I'm also FCG.
The reason why FCG happened is I wanted to help people in the Philippines to be able to know the knowledge how to grow a plant. Without them growing, they already know. So if they decide to use that knowledge to their advantage, have at it. That was all I wanted to do. While that was happening, I keep meeting people, and then I met you. You know, I meet a lot of people, and then here we are. Hear me out.
You're never worried about your identity being ruined as a physical therapist while also carrying FCG?
It's a huge risk, but if I break through the stereotypes, I think it would show everybody that it could be used as an advantage. You know, I wanted to show everybody, I'm like, hey, if you're a responsible person, you're going to be a responsible pothead. It doesn't matter if you smoke or not. It's you. It's who you are.
No, I love that, bro. Like, you're not shying from who you are, bro. You're juggling. You're doing what you love every single moment of your life. You know what I mean?
We try.
Honestly, I feel like this is just 23 years of experience. My take on life, I just think that it's about you. Whatever you want to do, experience it. You're going to go through changes.
No, find you.
Yeah, but you're going to go through changes always.
Yeah.
Accept it. Accept those changes. go with the flow of water. Just because the environment says so, you don't always gotta listen. But if it's to make you better, then listen. If it's something that you don't think so, then don't do it. You know what I mean? It's all up to you. Just be you, do you, love you, and we love you too. We out here, bro. We out here. This is all we got in this video.
Hear Me Out, episode 17 in my channel. Peace out, guys.
Later,
Bye-bye.
yo.